Here is a video of my circuit in action. Here we can see, since this temperature sensor here is cooled and not being warmed, the motor and piezo are silent and sturdy. But if I am to press some pressure from my fingers onto this like so, heating it up with my body warmth, we should get up. There's some sound. And if I move the paper, boom, there's the motor in action. Now, as we can see, once my temperature sensor cools back down, boom, back to silent and normal. And that is my circuit in action. Here we have the schematic and the breadboard for my project 2 of term 3. In this project, I'm using a temperature sensor to send a signal to my Arduino 101, and once this reaches above 85 degrees, it'll tell the Arduino to send power through PWM slots 8 and 10 to power my piezo and motor. Now, the way this works is, once the temperature sensor reaches 85 degrees, it'll trigger an if statement inside my Arduino 101's code to send power through 8 and 10. Now, from 10, the power goes into the base of this transistor here, which has its collector powered by constant 5 volts. Now, once this is signaled to turn on, the 5 volts is allowed to flow through here, activate my motor, just constantly spinning it, and then that's going to go back into the ground. Now, from slot 8, that's going to go into a potentiometer here. That'll control the resistance and voltage of the piezo here, and that'll dictate how loud it sounds. Now, I put that in there for testing purposes, just so whilst I'm making sure this works, my piezo isn't disturbing the house. So yeah, that's good for demonstration use. And from the piezo, it's going to go back to the ground as well. And yeah, that's how the circuit works. Here is the program for my temperature warning and control system. In this circuit, I am using a temperature sensor to send power to my Arduino Uno, and it'll register the voltage as a unit of degrees, and I've programmed an if statement down here to make it so that when the temperature is greater than or equal to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll get the power to be sent through slots 8 and 10, and that'll go out to my piezo and motor and activate them when the temperature reaches that threshold. Now, I have also programmed it below that if statement with this else here, that when the circuit is cooled down, it'll shut those two components off by setting the voltage to low, and it'll also serial print cool. As you can see above, we have one more serial print that labels hot here in the program whenever we exceed 85 degrees. So if I scroll down here and pinch my temperature sensor, let's set this auto scroll real quick so we can see the temperature rising. Once we get above 85 degrees, we start printing hot, like so. And if we wait for it to cool back down once again, let's go back into auto scroll, we'll be printing cool. And that is the program for my temperature warning and control systems. Now, as you can see here, I borrowed the code for the temperature sensor reading part here from the Spark fun link right there, and I've obtained knowledge on how to create this if-else statement using the Arduino examples you can find here whenever you run the program. Let's see, they should be in one of these sections. Control. It's one of these while it's the if statement conditional. And you can also find code for the components I used. I didn't use it in this program, but if you want to mess with like a piezo or a motor or the potentiometer, you can find all that in the Spark link.